Hey guys, it's Landon from RH, and this is the, what is it here? This is the fourth video I'm recording that shows you how you can use deep learning tools from Google to do survey exam prep. It's a really powerful tool. I'm excited about it. In the last video I did, video number 3, I uploaded a FEMA firm map. I was trying to generate some test questions to evaluate the ability to reaffirm a flood map and to enter the right information onto an elevation certificate. Let me show you that firm. And Google Gemini in its current iteration here in February 2024, it wasn't able to work with this map, so it didn't attempt to extract any of this text, and it basically couldn't do anything with this file. So I wanted to try something a little bit different. What I did was I took this flood map and I just encoded some of the data on the flood map. So you can see that on my text file here. I'm just talking about some of the streams and some of the stream cross sections and base flood elevations, and I have some basic information about the flood zone here. So I've tried to encode some of the information on this raster image of the flood map into a format that the large language model that's used by Google Gemini will be able to understand. The other thing I did is I just created a couple of sample survey data for a couple sample elevation certificates. Oop. Sorry, I made a boo-boo there. So I did 2 elevation certificates, just some lowest adjacent grades, highest adjacent grades, finished floor information, a little bit of information about the location and the structure. And what I want to do is I want to see now, basically, if I can take these 2 text files and the FEMA elevation certificate form and get Google Gemini to give me some sample exam questions that it would not give me from just the flood map. So we're going to go ahead and try that here. I don't know if this is going to work. So, I'm testing this technology the last couple of weeks, and I obviously broke it, right? Like I pushed it beyond its capability here in its current iteration. I think it will get better at this kind of thing, being able to read data from a map like this, but it can't currently do that. There's an excellent opportunity for AI researchers and developers there, I think. Okay. I got to remember to record a video that would talk about how you might design software to do that. That would be interesting. All right, so let's power up Google Gemini and see if this works. I don't know if it's going to work. I haven't tried it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to upload some files. So let's upload those 2 text files. I gotta remember where they're at here. They must be in my other temp folder. So here they are. Here's the elevation certificate data, and I called it the firm data nuggets. That's the data I extracted off the firm. And then we're going to add one more. I'm going to go get the FEMA elevation certificate, the actual form itself. So this is just the PDF. You guys probably can't hear me because I'm a long way from my mic. So this is the PDF, the PDF form from FEMA for the elevation certificate. Now we need to tell Gemini a little bit about what we're doing. So I'm going to say, hi Gemini, I've uploaded 3 files. The first file has sample elevations from surveys for FEMA elevation certificates. Second file has data I've extracted for a FEMA flood insurance rate map in Stockton, California. The third file is the PDF FEMA elevation certificate form. I'd like to generate sample survey exam questions from these files. Can you help with this? And I'm sure it's going to tell me, yeah, I can help. So we'll see what it says here. Okay, so it went ahead and did that. It already generated some questions there. Okay, so give me 10 questions there, which I think is great. So let's try and dial this down a little bit. So we're going to say, okay, Gemini, please generate 4 multiple choice questions about information shown on the flood map using the text file I provided. The questions should evaluate the ability to read and understand the information on a flood insurance rate map. So let's see how it does here with some more specific input. Okay, so this is exactly what I wanted here. You know, this question number 3 is probably not like exactly flood appropriate, but it's pretty good. So we're going to say, can you do that again, but give me 10 questions. Okay, so there's my 10 questions. So I've got some it's got some true and false statements. I like that. That's great. So I'm going to say, that's great. So it did a good job there. Now, let's prompt it let's see if we can get it to give us some questions about the elevation certificate form and the survey data. Can you try to give me 6 multiple choice questions that ask about the correct location to input data from either the flood insurance rate map or the survey data. Ask about the correct location. I'm going to say on the elevation certificate form. So I'm trying to get it to ask me questions like, where do you put the lowest adjacent grade on the form? So it might struggle with this. Let's see how it does here. Okay, so this is good. It's generic, but I like it. I think that's good. This is also good. This is also good. So I'm going to say those are good. Can you give me 3 questions like where on the elevation certificate form would you let's see, what value from your survey data would you put in box X of the elevation certificate form? All right, yeah, so this is interesting. Can you give me a question about selection of building diagrams based on the information in the survey data file? See if we can do that. Yep, that's good. That's good. So it gave me, you could play around with this, but that's good actually. All right, let's see if it can do some word problems. So we'll say that's great, Gemini. Can you give me 5 one-paragraph word problems that test the ability to read and understand a flood insurance rate map based on the map data I provided? So let's see if it'll do some word problems. Okay, so this is excellent. These are excellent. This one might be a little bit open-ended, but these are pretty good. They might need a little bit of tweaking. Like, I don't think you can cut and paste these in direct, but they're pretty good. So, I would give this like maybe a B minus or B. So you can extract that map data into a text file like I did here and get some reasonable exam questions. Certainly, I think this is way better than starting from scratch. So this is relatively good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video and try and save some of the, I'll try and remember to link to the text files that I used in the flood map in the YouTube comments so you guys can have that. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it.